Yeah, AJ Preller met with the media for about 25 minutes, rationalized a whole bunch of things. We put his quotes here for you to actually analyze and see what AJ had to say. He talks so positively about the course of the season. And as I wrote in my one man's opinion column on my website, great season, great disappointment at the end. And he talked about the record setting attendance each of the last couple of years and how, quote, something is really special. And he says, our theory is we're going to win championships and we're going to win responsibly, which means there are budgetary controls that are going to stay in place, the operation of the franchise. Says he really wants to win with ability. That's what the roster's all about. And stability, front office to dugout to clubhouse. And he thinks he's got that with Mike Shildt. As it relates to what happened in the playoff series with the Dodgers, kind of intriguing comment. Hey, it's postseason baseball. 2 games change things. If those 2 games had happened in July, we wouldn't be talking about it. Yeah, in a sense, yes. But the reality is none of your big bats being paid big money did anything. And that's, unfortunately, that's the thought that Padre fan carries with him into the offseason. His praise for Mike Shildt is unbelievable, that he came in, solved the clubhouse issues, solved the dugout issues. He blended a coaching staff from all different places. He says they will sign Ruben Niebla to a contract extension. This is home for him. And he is a firm believer that you have to learn how to win in postseason, and they'll learn a great deal from this. They will build from this experience. So those are the comments of AJ Preller. John Riley, reaction?
It's still mind-boggling that they couldn't score, in those last 24 innings. It's funny how it was always fire AJ Preller. Everyone was angry with him. Then we said he had a great year. You were calling him maybe the favorite for the executive of the year. And then they disappointed in the playoffs. I mean, so how stable is AJ Preller?
I think he's stable now. But see, he's got a contract extension through the end of 26. So I never quite believed, unless it was a disaster, they would hit the eject button on him. So I think he's stable here, and we'll see what next year brings. But that intangible comment about we're going to win responsibly, that means budget constraints. And he's got a massive challenge on his hand this winter, John. You and I talked about it last week. He's got 7 key guys that need big pay raises, or going to get pay raises, either through arbitration or negotiation of contract extensions. So how's he going to juggle the books if they don't want to go beyond $169 million? How's he going to add more money with the 7 guys he's got? Somebody's going to wind up leaving along the way. So interesting, challenging offseason once the World Series is done, and then they move on to the winter baseball meeting. So if you got an opinion, your response to what AJ had to say, the press briefing was pretty good. He answered most all the questions, and I extracted what I thought were the real hot bullet points from what he had to say. It was a positive press conference because it was a positive season. At the end of the season, the postseason turned out to be a massive disappointment. Hey, we get to halftime.